Everyone loves motivation. It feels powerful. It feels exciting. But have you noticed how quickly it fades? Today you feel like conquering the world. Tomorrow you don't even want to leave your bed. So here's a truth. Success does not belong to the most motivated. It belongs to the most consistent. There was once a young man named Ethan. He was full of dreams. He wanted to become successful, respected, and strong. Every time he watched a motivational video, he felt like a fire had been lit inside him. "I'll change from tomorrow," he told himself again and again, but the fire always died out. He would start studying, but stop after 2 days. He would join the gym, but quit after a week. He would plan a routine, but break it within hours. Frustrated, Ethan whispered, "Why do I always fail? Why can't I hold on? Am I just weak?" One evening, as he sat alone near the old library, he saw a professor closing the gates. This professor, Dr. Daniel, was known for his wisdom. Something inside Ethan pushed him to ask, "Sir, why can't I stay motivated? Why do I always start strong but give up?" Dr. Daniel looked at him with kind eyes and said, "Motivation is a visitor. It comes and goes, but consistency is a resident. It stays and builds." Ethan frowned. "But how do I build it, sir?" Dr. Daniel smiled and said, "Come tomorrow morning. I'll show you." The next morning, Dr. Daniel took Ethan to the city's old clock tower. Its bell had been ringing every morning at 6 a.m. for over a century. Dr. Daniel asked, "Do you know how this clock still works after all these decades?" Ethan shook his head. The professor said softly, "Because someone winds it every single day. Not once, not sometimes, but every day. That small, simple act keeps this great tower alive." Then he pointed toward the horizon where the sun was rising. "Do you see the sun? It rises every day without fail. The river flows every day without stopping. The seasons return every year without delay. Nature is built on consistency. Why do you think human success should be any different?" Ethan listened, his heart pounding. Dr. Daniel continued, "Discipline is not about doing great things once. It's about doing small things daily until they become great. Do you know the story of the potter?" Ethan shook his head again. The professor explained, "A potter shapes clay slowly. At first, it looks like nothing, just mud spinning on a wheel. But with every touch, every spin, every patient moment, the clay takes form. If he stops halfway, the clay collapses. But if he continues consistently, day after day, the clay becomes a strong vessel that can hold water for years. Life is the same. You are the clay, and your habits are the hands shaping you." Tears filled Ethan's eyes. He finally understood. He had been waiting for motivation, but what he really needed was consistency. From that day, Ethan stopped making big promises. Instead, he started small, reading just 10 pages daily, writing 1 page of notes, exercising for 15 minutes. Some days he was tired, some days bored, some days lazy, but he remembered the clock tower, the rising sun, the potter's wheel, and he kept going. Weeks passed, then months. Slowly, his mind grew sharper, his body stronger, his heart steadier. Years later, Ethan became a man people admired, not because he had bursts of motivation, but because he had built a life brick by brick, day after day, with consistency. And whenever young people asked him, "Sir, what's the secret to success?" he smiled and said, "Motivation is the spark, but consistency is the fire. Sparks fade, fire stays." So ask yourself, are you chasing sparks, or are you building a fire that will keep you warm for life? If you learned something valuable from this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Bani Tales. Stay connected for more inspiring stories that will guide your heart and mind.